to pull this up and take a look at these numbers again really closely. And if my director could pull up these numbers, Russell Ott is separated by Jason Gary by only about 30 votes. So again, even though right now this is only about 25% of these precincts reporting, when you see numbers like this, a slim margin on this, with somebody, a Democrat who has been in the state house for years. Now, granted, he was not a senator, he was a representative, but been in the state house for years and separated by just 30 votes right now with Jason Gary. It's pretty incredible, but just a reminder that every single vote counts. And we want to look at another race that we have talked about tonight. Our friends out in the Kershaw County area. This is Lee, Richland, Kershaw, and Sumter. Thomas McElveen decided not to seek re-election. So enter both of these candidates, Michael Jones and Jeffrey Graham. Now, Graham does have some political experience in the past. He was the mayor of Camden. He works at Graham Realty. He wants to bring in a skilled workforce and wants to revitalize small towns, and he wants to fund our schools. Mike Jones, the GOP candidate, is an Army veteran, and he talked about expanding school choice and more funding to law enforcement. All right, I'm hearing from my producer. Can you say that one more time, Dalton? I couldn't hear you. Okay, he said we need to go over and check our U.S. seats where, yep, there we go. Just heard from my producer there that Ralph Norman has won with 61% of the vote in District 5. He has been in that seat for years. And again, I got to speak with him ahead of the election and Evangeline Hundley. One of the things that Ralph Norman was running on is he kept saying, where are you compared to where you were 4 years ago? He said, quote to me, the wheels have fallen off the bus and we have to right things for Americans. He ran heavily on people's feelings about paying more for gas, paying more for groceries, and said that he wants to bring that down. His big idea is to bring down the price that we're all paying for things. He says we need to start drilling here in America. He wants to start drilling, he says, as opposed to having to pay our enemies for our oil and rely on them. All right, and Dalton just said another race was called. Dalton, what was the other race? All right, he said to check District 2, where Joe Wilson has easily won again over his Democratic challenger with a whopping 94,000 people voting for Joe Wilson. If you live in this state, you know and are very familiar with Joe Wilson. He did have a health scare not too long ago. He was at an event in Washington and unfortunately had a little problem with his heart, but he had surgery and came right back to the campaign trail faster than a lot of us thought he would. He was running against 53-year-old David Robinson. On the Democratic side, he's a retired Army officer, and he said he just didn't like the way the district was represented. But again, a resounding 94,000 voters coming out for Joe Wilson. And I am hearing we also have a winner in this race. Fry has won again with a resounding swift victory, 63% of the vote, 144,000. So because those races have been called, because we know Joe Wilson is going back, we want to send things over to JR so our insiders can talk about it. Let's check in with you guys. And I have